You're listening to the Evil Metal Gamers Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Today is March 21st, 2018, and this is episode 26.
You sure about that?
Yes, and you said this exact same thing last time. Episode 26.
You don't know what you're talking about.
My name is Jose Roldan.
Are you sure about that?
My name is Jose Roldan.
You sure about that?
And are you going to tell your name or do I have to announce you?
You sure about that? I am Frank Berna.
And welcome to another episode of Evil Metal Gamers Podcast, where you get all your weekly geek news.
All week, every week.
I'm gonna edit that.
God, you're such a tool. There's a reason you just want to be
that.
just want to be a goddamn carbon copy of every other goddamn podcast. Let's be a little different.
Yeah.
Let's be a little different. Please.
Okay.
For the sake
we could be a little different and take the fucking corniness out, right?
No, the corniness is what keeps us good.
Oh yeah?
Yes, Jesus Christ.
Like Drake?
Look.
Oh, what happened? Wait a minute. I just said Drake is corny.
No, Drake is Aubrey is
Look,
trash.
You lost. You couldn't even say it.
It because it frustrates me. It's about to give me a brain aneurysm when you give
I don't
that
even listen. I couldn't
no
even tell you
talent.
one song.
No talent
of Drake.
asshat.
I only say it's
No talent asshat. No talent. God.
So let's start off with talking about that. About
hope he gets cancer.
No, stop
Yes.
saying that. Stop
No.
saying that in the podcast.
No, I won't revoke that statement.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Do you want to talk about it? Because
let's talk about that real fast because I think it's. I guess
it's a propaganda.
News. How many
it's
people
not
did you
news.
get?
No, stop. It is a propaganda media machine.
It is propaganda.
It is straight propaganda for a mediocre game that's free to play. That was like, how can we get some pop?
Wait, when was the game he played? Fortnite?
Yeah.
And he had the free version?
Yeah.
Wow. That's sad.
And he was playing it with this dude named Ninja. Shout out to Ninja though, like, cause Ninja's a legit gamer. But
was he in the room or?
I don't know how they did it. I don't care how they did it. The only thing that I know is because he was on there, a guy who typically gets 100,000 views. This is a guy who typically gets 100,000 views, goes up to 500,000 views because he has a no talent ass hat. Oh man, I almost said something there that I shouldn't have said. But he sits there and he has this no talent ass hat who comes online, who tries to act black, who is half white, and
yes.
And in this, he gets 1,000,001 views. And then there's people saying,
forget he's Canadian.
Then there's a bunch of people who's like, oh, he didn't do it for the media. That's what no, dude. It's not hard for them to come out and say we didn't pitch anything because you know what they said. Direct quote the very next day. Fortnite is having an all celebrity E3 battle royale. Get the fuck out of here.
Why?
Get the fuck out of here.
Are they gonna bring Snoop Dogg again? Did you ever see Snoop Dogg playing Battlefield 1?
Dude, Snoop's a gamer, dude.
Oh yeah, he's a great gamer.
No,
you ever seen that footage of him playing Battlefield 1?
It doesn't.
He's just walking against the wall.
Dude, he's probably high as a kite. Snoop's been playing games forever.
Okay, if you say so.
Like Method Man, dude. Method Man. Dude,
No, Method Man does play.
Dude, all those.
This is the great ninja. This kid.
Yeah, that's that kid. Yeah, he's a goober. He's a goober, but he's a gamer. And this is what upsets me is because he got 100,000 views, right? Like he averages 100,000 views, and in him averaging 100,000 views, he gets this clown of a fucking charade of.
I'm just wondering how this happens. How?
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to figure
how. Because
how does Drake find him? Because there's no way this kid found Drake.
No, it's the other way around.
The other way around.
Well, no, he
needed somebody.
Well, no. Twitch, it's one of two things.
Okay.
Twitch did it, or Fortnite did it.
I don't think Twitch did it.
Twitch did it or Fortnite did it.
Maybe Fortnite.
Because Aubrey's been at E3 for FIFA.
He was?
He's been at E3 for the promotion for FIFA because he loves soccer.
Oh, that's right.
So
Yet another proof that he's not American.
there you go. There you go.
I just don't like the fact that he likes to pretend something he's not. But
And so do I. Hence the reason why it makes me so angry.
all right, can we proceed?
Yeah, you're the one who started this.
I just wanted to talk about how a celebrity can just.
Oh yeah, how
It's
some
ridiculous because
absolutely.
I
Well,
feel that if you're in Twitch, you should be seeing
Well, I mean, here-
nobodies or trying to make nobodies famous.
right, and I'd have more respect for him. I'd have more respect for the award if it wasn't done in such a fictitious manner.
True. I
But,
agree.
But it's a propaganda machine, and the funny thing is this. You can sit there and say that it's not propaganda or anything along those lines, but immediately the following day, and I even screenshotted it because my second degree is going to be in social psychology, and I'm using this moment here to help me write my dissertation.
This moment.
This moment of how easily human beings are manipulated. 12 people started following Ninja the very next day, and I got a
Only 12?
No, 12 of our friends and people that we follow
What?
followed him the very next day. I screenshotted it because the
Oh,
Twitter.
yeah.
the
You
Twitter-
sent me one, Jessica Negri and
George.
George.
But our friends and the people that we follow started following Ninja. Ninja didn't have those followers prior to.
Didn't work on
me. No, and it did work on. It didn't work on Evil Metal. It didn't.
I'm not going to follow this kid because he put that guy on it.
No, and I refuse.
I don't care who he puts in it.
But do you get what I'm saying though? Do you see how all of this is kind of going full circle?
I agree. I agree 100%.
Propaganda fucking machine.
Big time.
Jesus Christ.
So
Pisses me off because this just goes and bastardizes. This goes and bastardizes the industry. We talked about this last time. You know how now how single player games force upon us a multiplayer aspect.
well, yeah, a good example is the No Way Out. Is that the name of the game?
Well, no way out. No.
You're not going to pass it without somebody else.
Right. But I'm talking about like games like God of War and Dead Space and
God of War has multiplayer?
God of War Ascension had multiplayer.
Oh, yeah, I remember that shit. Total
And-
garbage.
And games like Mass Effect. The fact that Mass Effect had a multiplayer, are you kidding me?
All of them. 3 and
3 and the new one.
the new one.
Why does that game need a multiplayer?
I don't know, bro. Neither did Last of Us need it.
And
Or Tomb Raider.
The Last of Us wasn't bad, but
But it didn't need it.
it didn't need it. No.
Neither did Tomb Raider. Not even Uncharted needed it. Even though the one for Uncharted is pretty big. Really big.
Yeah.
So big that didn't they have it for free to download?
Something like that.
the multiplayer version only.
Something like that.
So, you didn't play much?
I'm still playing XCOM. I love XCOM, man. I love me some XCOM. I played a little of the Division to try to get the global event for the weekend, but what they were asking was just too goddamn much. The amount of difficulty it was to try to get some of that gear, it just wasn't.
Well, what is it like?
You have to basically.
Like I know some things like kill 5 bad guys with melee or
something like that. But the thing is this time around they upped the difficulty, so you have to play it like on extremely hard, and then when it has that, it's like one of them was I had to kill 150 bosses, which essentially means I have to do dungeon runs 150 times.
that's ridiculous. In the weekend?
So I was like, nah, I'm okay. I don't need to do this. I don't need
Don't
to do
even
this.
get me started with dungeons.
I don't need to do this. Far Cry comes out next week. It comes out on Tuesday, so I think I'm renting it.
I'm renting it. I'm not buying it because I have a
seems-
bad feeling. So
I don't.
I mean, I could do it with Steam. The problem with Steam is you have to actually purchase the fucking game,
No, yeah,
and then you ask for the refund, and then you have to play less than 2 hours.
dude, just get.
What can I possibly play in 2 hours to judge it? I mean, I like that feature from Steam because if you get something that is like Metal Gear, I think Metal Gear
No, it's called Survive.
Survive.
Don't.
The Survive part of that game. I mean, I think in the first half an hour you should know
It's flaming hot garbage.
what the fuck is this, and you can ask for a refund,
Yeah.
which I think is cool.
Yep.
But I don't think Far Cry is. That's not fair. 2 hours is not.
No, I'm excited to play it. I've been looking at it a lot. I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see it. It's I really enjoyed 3, and I never got into 4, and hopefully 5 is really good.
Hopefully,
I just don't know. There's a lot of question marks about that game, and I'm not really sure where it's going to go. But it comes out next week, so especially because I'm on spring break, be able to rent it and really put some time into it. I'm looking forward to spring break because I'm going to go through and I'm really going to catalog some things. I will say, though, I got it on Black Friday for like $10, and I was looking for something to play, and I didn't know what to play. I did put in Andromeda, and it's not bad. However,
I think that the fighting mechanics was an improvement.
It's not bad. It's just there's no way that this is a good Mass Effect game. If it wasn't Mass Effect, if it wasn't Mass Effect, if it didn't have that Mass Effect logo on there, I think it would have been a lot. It would have been received a lot better. However, because of the title, because of the prestige of the Mass Effect franchise, it's the expectation was way too high, and it's a game that
it was missing for what, 5 years, 4?
No, I don't even think so. I think
more.
No, I think it was less.
Really? From 3?
Yeah.
Didn't 3 come out for PlayStation?
It came out for PlayStation and Xbox 360, but it came out towards the end of the system, and the new systems were coming out. So,
okay.
And it just, I remember when I saw it, I'm like, this seems rushed.
I think it was. I didn't like the twins at all, and I think it was the fact that one of the twins is in a coma throughout the whole fucking game, and then you never have him in your team.
You played as a chick?
Both of them are in a coma.
You played as a chick?
I played as a chick version, yeah.
Oh, I played as a dude.
And was she in a coma?
Yeah.
And he was in a coma.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I felt that they had a good opportunity to use them together at the same time. That would have been cool, but you never get that.
Like a Grand Theft Auto Switch?
Yeah, like something like that, or maybe just
sweet.
have them in your team as one of the. I mean, maybe if you put them together in the team, they work better.
Yeah, that sounds sweet.
You know, or maybe they can do a move together. But you play the whole fucking game. He comes out of the coma,
and then it's bump
and go fuck yourself.
Well, yeah,
you don't use him. He or she, whatever version you play, stays in the fucking spaceship and never comes out.
Yeah,
and then
do they talk?
They do talk, and then they find out. I might be wrong. Somebody can correct me on this, but they find out the mom is alive, and she has a disease that they could find
so that would have been a DLC.
And they never got the mom out. So I was like, what the fuck?
So there was the mom DLC. Then there was like the bad guys who were supposed to be really good, cool. And they're like, oh no, here they come.
What was it? The people with a mask?
I don't know. I just started. I'm.
No. They were in all the Mass Effects.
Oh, I don't know.
But you know who I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
The ones that were in a mask all the time. The girl was in our team. They were missing throughout the whole game. Their spaceship, and they found it, and that was supposed to be a DLC.
Yeah. Well, they pulled the plug on it. Because that's what EA does.
EA Sports.
It's in the game. Dude, I remember when EA was great and it did the EA games. Challenge everything.
I mean,
Womp.
That's when it was used to be good.
That was when it was good. That's when they had the Def Jam Vendetta. That's when they had the good Need for Speed Undergrounds. SSX. All that stuff.
Well, they lost their way. I feel that
you were right, by the way. Burnout Paradise is $40.
$40.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm not getting
Wait
it
a
until it's
minute.
20. I'm
I
not
said
getting it.
$39.99. So yes, I still win.
Yeah.
So the guy who did $1, he didn't beat me. Unless somebody said 40.
Yeah, no, I'm not. $20, I'll get it. $20.
I think
$20, I'll get it without batting an eyelash.
I pay EA for a service. It's $5 a month, where I can get games for free from them.
Yeah.
They should give me that fucking game for free. They should. I'm paying for it.
I'll tell you what though, there's not a big graphics improvement. Like that game was so good and beautiful that when they rendered it, the only thing they're really rendering is it's a 60 frames per second.
Not only that, it's high definition textures.
Yeah, I mean it was.
But that's about it.
The game is just gorgeous.
But I mean, it doesn't. I would still want to play the game on a 4K TV.
Yeah,
I think I would enjoy it in your TV.
Yeah.
So it's something I might get eventually when EA puts it for free on that service. Then I'll try it out and I'll let you know if it's good. I mean, we don't have to talk about this shit on the podcast, because if you didn't play EA Burnout, you're I can't even say you're a millennial. What are the ones called now?
No, they're millennials.
They're still millennials?
Yeah.
Isn't there a new version, like the ones that came in after 2010?
I don't know.
They're called something else. Either way,
If you're to listen to us and you were born after 2010, you're 8 years old.
you shouldn't be listening. Go back
Go
to
fuck
mommy
yourself.
I was going to say go back to mommy and daddy, but... So I played more Final Fantasy 15. That was hell on earth. That fucking dungeon, I played Sword of the Tall.
Sword of the Tall, because
Sword of the Tall.
yes.
And oh God.
Tell us how you really feel.
Well, the thing is, folks, I don't like to try to go into Google, try to figure out something. I like to go in there and see if I can figure it out. But in this dungeon, if you don't seek help on the online features of people who already did it, you will go mad. You will go crazy, because you can go in circles back and forth in this endless puzzle that goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and you end up getting to the end of the puzzle, or the maze takes you either to the boss that you finish the dungeon, or you go to a mini boss, which is fighting 3 red giants, a Medusa snake, and about 30 lava creatures. When I tell you that this is, I actually read online that those fights are harder than the boss.
Yeah.
So I fought these fucking bosses or whatever monsters about 25 times, and I had enough, and I had to turn it off. I'm done. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna look it on YouTube and go step by step. I hate it that I'm doing it that way, but I mean, I just can't.
Oh, I don't. I
can't. I mean, I level 15 times because of this dungeon. And don't get me wrong, guys. I didn't die a single time in this fucking game.
No, it's a time suck.
It's just it's so time consuming.
And that's where I've gotten that way. Now that I'm older, I've gotten that way about video games, where there's a lot.
Ain't nobody got time for that shit.
I don't have that level of pride where it's like, oh, well, I did it without. No, fuck that, man. I'm not. I have a girlfriend. I have a son on the way. I have nobody to fucking impress with the fact that I figured out that dungeon all on my own. Fuck that, dude.
I mean, I used to get the strategy guides for Final Fantasy, but like I said, it wasn't to pass the game. It was to go back and then collect everything I missed.
Right.
Or sometimes the way I play the game is I would make it where I know that you're going to the final boss when it tells you, do you want to proceed? You cannot go back after this. And then I will go back, go through the strategy guide, and try to find the ultimate weapons and all that shit that there's no way you're not going to find it unless you're a virgin and you live in your mom's basement. You would have to read those strategy guides to find it.
Yeah.
And that's how I play Final Fantasy. But so I'm caving.
It's just that the dungeons in this game aren't fun. I'll tell you that.
No, they're not.
They're really not fun. It's one of those aspects that
they don't let you run either.
Oh no, they're
you can do the quick jog type of thing.
Oh, they're a pain.
And then you hear the characters who don't shut up. I actually miss the old Final Fantasies where.
Oh, I've always loved. That's the reason why I want Octopath Traveler.
Where they don't talk.
Where they don't talk.
Do you have a team in Octopath, or is it just one person?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get that fucking game.
That's the only reason why I want to switch. Octopath Traveler.
So I also played. Actually, today I played about 2 hours of Overwatch. Me and 6 people. Because I know that's what Frank's gonna say.
Exactly.
Whatever. I played Brigitte. Fuck Brigitte. Fucking. Why can't we just call her Brigitte? Why do you have to make it so complicated?
Because it's French.
But she's not French. She's like from Norway.
So mom might be French. Dad's like 3 feet tall, so mom might be like a 6-foot supermodel.
Could be. Because she's
From
tall.
France.
Either way, so she's more of a. I mean, she's a supporter, which is like healing and stuff like that. But man, boy, is she fun. You hold her weapons is a shield and mace that's connected that turns into a, what was it you called it?
Morning Star.
A mace that turns into a morning star. When you swing that fucker, oh my god, it is just fun to swing that at people's faces. And she's fast, and when she's swinging at you, it's really hard to get off of her. You know, I just, once I'm close to a character, I will keep swinging that fucking thing, and then I use my shield, and I swing and I use my shield, and you could really trap people with her. And you have 2 choices. You can either pray that you can kill her or run the other way. Because every time she, especially if you're using a weapons character that uses guns and stuff like that, if she swings and she puts the shield up when you're shooting at her, you are fucked. You're fucked. Especially somebody who plays it really good. Swing, and then you start shooting because that's your immediate reaction to shoot. And she uses a shield. It's a strong shield too. It has 600, whatever. 600 is a lot. Unlike Diva's, which if I had to give it a number, it would be like 50. You shoot her a couple of times and now Diva's shield is down. But the other thing she has is that she can use the Morning Star and whack you from a distance and push you off of her. So if she sees like a sniper and the sniper is aiming at her from a distance, this fucking thing has a distance and what? It hits them and then pushes them away, which gives her time to escape. She also uses mini shield packs that she gives to other players, which is not really health, but it gives them a shield. So it really does help. She is, what's your term, OP?
Yeah. Big
time. They're going to nerf the shit out of her because she is super overpowered. I mean, right now, I absolutely, I like her more than Diva. Man, boy, is she overpowered, bro. What's his name? Junk Dog? I don't know what the fuck his name is. She'll whack the big guys, like the tanks, like nothing. And she's a fucking supporter. And she'll fucking beat the shit out of a tank. I feel like that's not balanced. And I know somebody's gonna bitch about that.
Everybody's bitching about it already.
She's too tough. How could she be killing a tank that bad? So
she's gonna get nerfed before you.
They can either nerf her or they can make her a tank, move her into the tank section, and then take away the
support,
the support part of her. And her special, she does this move where she creates a shield around her and anybody who's around her, so they all get shield. So if you use that in the aspect of like last push where everybody's trying to take over your spot, if she uses that move, now everyone around you has a shield. So nobody, and she speeds up like double, so she can move way faster. But try it out, guys. Overwatch is really good.
Ready for news coming out of
Go ahead.
Activision?
All right.
So there's a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 coming out remastered, right?
Why?
As of right now, there's no multiplayer.
What?
Yep. Why the fuck would you buy it?
Wait a minute. What are they remastering? They haven't said?
No, they're remastering Call of Duty.
Okay.
Modern Warfare 2. Because Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 3 were the 3 biggest of the Call of Duties. But they're not adding in the multiplayer feature.
You know, I mean, okay. I agree with this. People wouldn't get it, but the people who got whatchamacallit, the the people who got the other remake, Call of Duty 1, I guarantee you they didn't play multiplayer.
Yeah, they did. They played the shit out of it.
They played it for like a week, and then they say, "Why am I playing this? I just go back to the new Call of Duty." I guarantee you, because you got it free with the other Call of Duty.
What are you talking about?
The remaster came with the original, with the new Call of Duty.
Right.
I guarantee you they played for a little bit, maybe a week, 2 weeks tops.
Well, that was to get them to push units because
exactly,
because their sales were down.
But what I'm saying, Frank, is that yes, it was. People love remakes; they like remaster shit and stuff. But if it comes out at the, it's hard to explain. Let's assume the Resident Evil remaster games for GameCube came out, right? At the same time as Resident Evil 4. Boom, at the same time. No, that's not fair because that was like a whole new reboot.
Resident Evil 6.
No.
Because Resident Evil 6 is dog shit, and you know everybody would play the old.
Let's assume a new Burnout Paradise came out. Brand new Burnout Paradise with advanced graphics.
Okay.
Fucking unbelievable graphics. Fucking Forza graphics. But it's in Burnout Paradise. And it came out at the same time as the Burnout Paradise remaster.
Well, it just depends on
how. You would get it and say, oh, yeah, let's play the original one. Blah, blah, blah. You play it, but I mean, the lifespan would fall flat real fast.
Do you think so?
I think so.
Why?
I think because the other Call of Duty was around at the same time. If both are out at the same time, you have the one that you remnants, and then you have the new one. If they did Ocarina of Time remastered, which would be the same graphics, just high definition, at the same time as the new Legend of Zelda, yes, people would play Ocarina of Time for a little bit, but you have a brand new fucking game.
Right, but if
they remaster God of War 3, they did, I know.
And I have it.
Okay, yes. At the same time as the new God of War 4, you would play it for a little bit, right?
Yes and no.
Well, you wouldn't play God of War 4?
Well, hear me out. Are you playing the God of War for the story, or are you playing it for the multiplayer? Because this is
exactly.
This is where, because if the multiplayer isn't good, which a lot of people said Infinite Warfare was straight dog shit.
Yeah, but it's still really popular. It's the Call of Duty. At first, it was terrible, but it actually got better. I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion.
I get what you're saying, but
I feel like, yes, people played it, and then they go like, okay, that was fun. That was a good trip back to 2009, 2008.
No, I think it's even older than that. I think it's like 06. No, 07.
No.
I'm 90% sure it was 07.
No, it couldn't have been.
Yeah.
It
07, yeah.
Because
keep talking.
I had met you in 2009, and I was already working at the other store in Hollywood.
No. Call of Duty. Modern Warfare.
Either way.
Almost good.
So this is what my opinion was, is that they did it. People
November 2007.
Okay, November 2007. People pay. They have to pay for those
9.5 out of 10 on Steam. Or 9 out of 10 on Steam.
You have God damn it, I lost it. When you have those multiplayer games, they have their own what do you call that? Oh my god, I forgot the word.
Ready? But this is the thing. And listen to what I'm saying. 9 out of 10 Modern Warfare on Steam. Infinite Warfare 5 out of 10 on Steam. Just because the new game is new, that doesn't make it good.
I understand that, Frank, but what I'm saying is that people like to reminisce.
You're right.
For a little bit. They're not going to just... And you have to pay for those... Oh, my God. What is
servers?
For the servers. They have to pay for those servers.
But
if nobody's there...
But if you still have the old server, then why didn't you just use the old server?
How do you know they still had the old server?
Because...
Nobody was playing that game for years.
No. The old 360 servers are still up.
Are they? Are you sure?
Yeah. The old 360 servers are still up. Yeah.
For Call of Duty?
Yes. Because my Henry, my old roommate, he still plays Modern Warfare 3 on the 360.
The 3.
Modern Warfare 3.
3. Bro, we're talking about 1.
Right.
2007.
Right. It's still up.
Like the one of my favorite things about Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and 2 more Assassin's Creeds after that was the online feature. The multiplayer, I actually enjoy the multiplayer. I actually got the game for free. Black Flag. They gave it to me for free on Ubisoft. You listening?
I'm listening.
I went to the servers to play the online, and there's nobody there. It was like me and some guy in Mexico, and why would they keep that server open? So maybe people just want to play the Call of Duty just for the story. Wow,
this isn't a question so much a complaint. Activision, I understand you probably have a lot to deal with, but the servers on Black Ops 3 are some of the saddest excuses for servers I've ever played. The only other servers I found to be worse was Far Cry 3's.
Oh man, Far Cry 3's servers are terrible.
And this was written back in 2017. Dude, those servers are still up.
I guess.
They're still up. That's what I'm saying.
If then nobody's playing it.
But that's
why add it? Maybe they can make it cheaper. They don't put the multiplayer because nobody was playing it.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just what I'm assuming. I'm not saying. Anywho, what else?
What else did you have to talk about?
Sony, if you own we're gonna talk about the lawsuit that they got for the firmware update for the PlayStation 3, the fat ones.
I got one. I still own it.
You don't even have to still own it to get.
How do you prove that you had it?
They make you sign like something. They make you sign something, a legal document saying that you did own it. But I mean, you did own it because they know, because you register it when you put your ID in it.
Oh, well, I was going to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
I still have mine. Did you get your $65? You had a fat one, didn't you?
I had 2 fat ones. One that broke, and then I got another one.
Oh, I refurbished mine like twice. It's just because it ran so hot.
So you got even more proof because you refurbished yours, so
Twice.
they know that you send it.
Twice.
They're giving you $65. The lawsuit is about $4 million, $3 million, something like that, which equals out to $65 for every owner. So you have to go into their website or look it up on Google, and you can do a disclaimer or whatever, and you get $65. That's a free game.
Sweet. Yeah, no.
If you own the PlayStation 3, and don't go there saying you did own it, if you are younger than when did the PlayStation 3 come out?
I don't know.
The fat ones came out in 4?
Dude,
04.
I was there day one. I was there day one, and I got the big one, the 60 gig.
Yeah, I didn't get the 60.
I got the 60.
I would have liked
like
60.
I think it was like $600, and I got
I liked that one because it had the USB,
It had everything.
the SD cards.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the SD cards anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, I mean the 20 gig didn't have it.
It had backwards compatibility, built-in Wi-Fi. It had everything.
But don't go in there and fucking claiming your $65.
Dude, I loved
doing a fucking legal document and you're lying. Do you really want to risk getting sued
for
back?
$65.
Don't go in there lying that you own one, because I don't know and you don't know if they can really track it.
I'll tell you what, though. Out of all of them, the PlayStation 3 was the worst system. Out of the 4.
Of course it was the worst one. Well, you're not saying any new news. It was the worst one.
It had good
potential.
games.
They had game, but
no, it's
they put themselves in a fucking hole making
but that was
a processor that was powerful, but it took game makers about 5 years to really fully get to the potential of the chip. How fucking stupid is that?
Well, it was because Microsoft forced that hand.
No.
Microsoft forced that hand.
They didn't have to do it like that.
Microsoft forced that hand. Yeah, they did.
Didn't Microsoft use AMD?
No, but Microsoft forced the hand. Microsoft pushed the 360 before it was ready, which forced Sony to go to
They didn't have to use, what was that engine called?
I don't know. Which one? The cell processor?
The chip.
The cell processor.
They didn't have to use the cell processor. They did it, and they made things complicated. If they would have gone AMD, like they're doing it right now with the PlayStation 4, they'd be good.
Well, I mean,
why would you make the game? Why would you make it more complicated for the game makers to do it?
Well,
it was. You read anywhere, it was like a real pain in the ass to make games for the PS3.
Well, to switch over, yes, but
to port or to make.
No, because I mean,
it was really hard.
Look at the Uncharted. Look at
those had the support of PlayStation.
Right.
They got access of the help.
That's
from
right.
Sony way before.
Right.
But then you have people from
No, you're right. I get it.
from Capcom and stuff that had a really hard time.
No, you're right. But I mean, we go back. I mean, we didn't have multi-discs. We didn't have to.
I know what you're saying. I'm just saying. Hence, Resident Evil came out for. No, not Resident Evil.
Metal Gear.
There were a lot of games that came out for other systems, and then they had to port them to the PS3.
Yeah. It didn't bother me.
It didn't bother me either, but we could have gotten games faster.
Nah.
Yeah. That's why the PS3 was behind the Xbox 360.
No, it was because the Xbox 360 was rushed.
But they still were ahead.
They were ahead.
They were way ahead. Just like now, PlayStation 4 did it to them.
Well,
they did the taste of the medicine right back at them.
No, they burned their hands. Still, PlayStation 1's the greatest system of all time.
Which one?
One.
Of course. Well, I mean, the Nintendo 64 wasn't bad.
No, it's the one.
Shut up.
So with that, the two of them went head to head the other day, as far as commercials, and I'm still trying to decipher which one was better. First, you had Sea of Thieves for the Xbox and Microsoft, and they had a commercial with Sean Austin, and it was a trip down memory lane for Goonies, and it was a spectacular commercial. It truly was something to behold. If you haven't seen it, I know it's on the Evil Metal Gamers Twitter. Check that out. It was something truly to behold. I loved it. And then Sony came out, and they had their God of War father-son trailer. And for me, for a bald guy who's about to have a son, it hit me right where it hurts, right in the heart. And I am so excited for this game.
420.
I'm not going to work.
I don't work.
I'm not going to work. I'm taking that day off. I'm getting my game at midnight, and I will probably have it beat by Saturday.
God, I really hope they have super sampling for that game.
It's going to be so good. It's going to be so goddamn good. Have you been reading what everyone's been saying?
Well, I mean,
everybody's been saying like they were not ready for the emotional appeal of this game.
Because of the hour game session that people got to play.
Yeah.
I mean, what I read was a lot about that, about how emotional it was, how it's more like Last of Us, but you still have Kratos in there. When Kratos gets up front, because I know you didn't watch it, but when he gets up front to the monsters, he's Kratos from God of War.
Oh, yeah.
It's no longer Last of Us type of style. He does some fucking crazy killing, which I'm not going to tell you because you don't want to know, but
no,
yes,
I want to know anything.
He does some epic killings when he's up front. You can figure out different ways to use that axe for your advantage of when you're fighting.
Oh yeah, because he throws it.
Throw them at somebody who's sniping you from far,
and then you go hand to hand combat. You got your shield.
Or sometimes he'll throw the axe and the axe will fall.
Yeah,
and then he goes and fights, and then he calls the axe.
Yeah,
and comes from behind, and that is
it's gonna be so sick.
There was other. What was the other thing? There's so many things into that game that just look unbelievable. Oh, now you can actually use equipment on your character.
Yeah, no,
it changes. Yeah, one of my favorite things about things like that.
I saw the screenshots
because I hate when Final Fantasy does it too.
Yeah, I love it. I know that's something I love. I love when
No, I'm saying Final Fantasy doesn't change it.
What do you mean?
If you get a necklace, you should see the fucking necklace. If you get this, you're that, whatever.
Yeah.
Show it to me.
No, that you're right in that regard. I love that.
We're past this. I mean, come on, this is not.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I completely agree with you. My level of excitement for this game. I mean, I know Red Dead Redemption's going to be the game of the year this year. Like, it's not even up for debate. However, this game is really going to be up there with just what the fuck did they do?
I'll bet you $10 there's a shaved Kratos DLC or costume or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I'll
absolutely. They're gonna put him out the beard.
What I'm kind of hoping for is, even though it's cliche, I hope we get the Chains of Olympus again.
I think we are. Absolutely.
I think, and then that's really when he's gonna go ape shit. I just, I don't even know where I'm gonna go with this game because this game is gonna be just absolutely ridiculous.
I don't know how they'll find a way to do it, but if they do it, because they were destroyed, so I don't know how. He was freed from his curse, so I don't know how they would bring it back, but it would be awesome. Plus, there's no gods.
What are you talking about?
So how could you get the Chain of Olympus if there is no Olympus?
Whatever.
Exactly.
I frankly don't care. I think
I've thought about this, like thought about ways to bring it back. Like he finds something that brings him back in time, distorts time. Oh my god.
What I'm kind of hoping for, in my personal, because Sony now realizes what they have with Kratos, and that they're going to continue making these God of War games because now he can transcend any time period and fight any kind of gods.
Yeah.
For those of you who know anything about anything, Roman mythology is a copy and paste of Greek mythology.
Yes.
So Zeus can come back as Jupiter, which would be fucking awesome.
I mean, I thought Jupiter was the god of war.
That's Mars.
That's Mars.
Saturn is, or wait, is Mars Hades? No, yeah, no.
Mars
Saturn is Hades. Neptune is Poseidon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, people don't want to know about the history, but yes, can they go to Egypt?
They can do all kinds of stuff.
Go to Japan.
Then we can do all kinds of stuff.
Odin's was it? Is that how you say the demons and stuff?
I don't remember. Oh, God. That's one.
There's so much you could do. I mean, but it has to be in old century type of shit.
Yeah, you know? But that's what's got to be great. I mean, the amount of
China
time
fights dragons.
Oh God, it'd be so great. It's just great.
Oh my God, how far have we been in this thing? We've been talking.
You can't really go by that, but because we had like a 20-minute session of just free verse poetry.
Let's go to the next segment. Excuse me.
Cough right into that microphone.
No, I didn't. Quickly, I'm gonna do. I posted about last time we talked about the Division. I posted on Reddit and Reddit, whatever. I don't care. Reddit. To see the people what they thought about the Tom Clancy's. So I put, who thinks that Tom Clancy's The Division should just keep adding DLC and keep expanding over getting a Division 2? Tell me your thoughts, best comments, I'll read them in the podcast. So here's one. You tell me what you think since you're more of the Division guy. I think that they should get rid of this was from Honky Cannon. Honky Cannon.
Yeah, white boy.
I think they should get rid of the random rolls of weapons and armor. Make it so every time you pick up an MP7, it has the same stats of the last 900 that you picked up. Then they should lock the end game activities behind DLC. Get rid of all game lore in-game. Make it so that you have to read paragraphs on the developer's site if you want the story. When one gun becomes too popular on the Crucible, I think it was, he put Cruci.
I guess.
Or the Dark Zone, they should just nerf it.
Okay.
And lastly, make sure to erase all achievements and vanity items earned the first time.
Okay.
That was his thoughts. What do you think?
I
agree about the popular weapons. Nerf that shit.
Either he's a hardcore veteran or a noob. Either he's salty about all the work that he's put in, or he's trying to get into it and can't get anything. Sorry, Honky.
Okay, this is the other one I put. And I wish I could have read all of them, but I mean, Division 1 is broken at a core level.
Okay.
Issues from launch are still evident in the game. In my opinion, is that it's so deeply buried in the code, they will never find the root cause.
Damn.
Best way to move forward is to start from the ground up. With the knowledge gained now, they've worked with snowdrops for the last 2 years. I like the story and the lore behind the game. See, this is opposite from the other guy.
Okay.
But I am getting sick of the sight of Manhattan in winter. I'd like a new environment with a new story arc, or an offshoot of a current story. Gameplay wise, I think Division is in a good place right now, and if they implement the positives from 1.4 and 1.8.1 into the new game, it should help retain the current player base. Also, allowing current characters' history to port over as shields is a good step. Give players a feeling that the last 2 years of work wasn't for nothing.
I do agree with that to a degree. Hence the reason why I kind of just wish it was DLC. These new crests or shields or whatever that they're gonna have, that stuff is gonna port over. So what was his name?
Oh man, I'm sorry. That was Shh, he's watching us.
Oh, he is?
No, that's his name.
Oh, he's watching?
Shh, he's watching us.
Okay, shh.
He's watching us. Literally, that's his name.
Okay. No, I agree with some of the things. Disagree with other things. I will say though that that some of the stuff that we really worked hard for, especially something as stupid as the masks, I think that needs to port over.
I think so.
That's me. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you know the hell that it is to get some of these masks by killing like 700 of the same enemy, and the only way to get 700 of a particular enemy is to do the same run, and in one run you only get like 40 guys. Yeah. I mean, it's painful. I would like to see some of that poured over. I personally don't know how to fix or how we're going to make everybody happy. I feel there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be pissed.
I think it's a 50-50.
It's
you can't make everyone happy. It's impossible.
It is, and at the end of the day, it goes back to the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, and you gotta roll the dice on what you really think. I really feel that these next couple global events is probably the opportune time to crowdsource and be like, all right, everybody is using this. Everybody is using this. Everybody's using this. They're not using this. They're not using this. They're not using this. They're using this. And
excuse you.
And I agree with a lot of that. I've put a lot of time into this one. Oh shit. I put a lot of time into this one, and to know that to a certain degree I've lost that makes me hesitant to go to the next one. Because here's the big thing.
It would make me hesitant to try to get more shit. Because if you're going to do that, where you're going to cancel out, then I'm not going to play the new one, the old one.
Right.
Why am I going to work so hard if you're going to take it away from me?
Right.
The way they should do it, which you just stepped on my mic, the way they should...
It's under your chair, not under my chair.
Oh, shit. Anyway, the way they should do it is if you are... Please let us know right now.
Yeah, I mean...
it's going to port over. If it's going to port over, people will play the shit.
Well,
if anything, I think they would double the amount of players.
Well, that's the other thing. That's why those shields or those crests, I've heard them called like 5 different names now. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be called. So they have yet to really come out and say, yeah, this is what it's going to be. I just know that there's something that they're going to have. It's part of the global event, and that will carry over to the next game. I don't know, man. For me personally, it kind of sucks. Like things like Grand Theft Auto 5. I put a lot of time into Grand Theft Auto 5, and knowing that soon all of that is going to be for naught.
Yeah,
that hurts. I mean,
I don't know. I think Rockstar will carry that shit over.
That hurts. I don't see how it's going to carry over.
I think it will.
I don't. I don't see how it will. I don't see that it can.
Rockstar's a really good developer. I don't know.
I don't.
They would find the way.
I just don't see it. Would I love it? Absolutely, but I don't see it. The only thing, what I would love to see personally, and this is, I know this is a huge request, is to take all of the online features. Once you're kind of like, we're not gonna do anything else, throw that shit in a single player. Give the fans, give the fans the opportunity to utilize this stuff, like the biker stuff, and because there's some of that shit's so goddamn expensive. Like there's this motorcycle, because I ride motorcycles, and there's this bike that you buy and it's a piece of shit. And then there's this custom shop with this dude who puts like hydraulics on cars and speakers and all this stuff. He has 2 motorcycles that you can take, and one of them is an ugly piece of shit, but you could take it to this shop and trick this bike the fuck out. And it's what we call a street fighter, where you know how you have the crotch rockets?
Yeah.
But you see them sometimes on the road where they take all the plastics off and they put and it's like bare minimum. The reason why is because it's a stunt bike. It's to do tricks and stuff. But they call it a street fighter because if you have plastics and you fall, it's gonna fuck up your bike. Make sense?
Yeah.
So what they do is they strip all the plastics off and they put this big metal cage on it. So if you fall, the engine doesn't get fucked up. You can make it. It's $600,000.
Nope.
I want it so badly. And that's just, listen to this though. Mm-hmm. That's just to get the shit bike to trick out to this badass bike. That's not even including other customizations that you can do to it. There's ways in the single player mode to get over $1 billion. Just give it to us. Like, seriously, just give it to us. I don't understand why they can't and or won't. It doesn't make sense. At the end, like I'm saying, like, guys, we're done with the online. Here it is in game. Enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? One last hurrah. That'd be sweet.
That would. When is 6 coming out? 2022.
2022 is what they said.
You got time.
Well, no, with what's gonna happen with Red Dead, who the fuck knows what they got planned for Red Dead?
Yeah.
Nobody knows. Nobody's even got the slightest fucking clue on what's gonna happen with Red Dead.
We'll see what happens in E3. I want gameplay.
Oh yeah, that's coming.
They showed gameplay for Grand Theft Auto, right?
Well, they've showed gameplay trailers. They haven't showed in-game gameplay. Like they haven't showed people playing it, but they've shown gameplay trailers.
Show me. Okay. Anything else? I wanted to end up with something, but do you have anything else to say?
Real quick, one big thing that just came out.
Tomb Raider movie sucks. That one?
No, not that.
Or the giraffe neck? What?
No, but new Tomb Raider is coming out. New Tomb Raider.
Ooh, Shadows of the Tomb Raider.
It looks. I mean, the concept looks good. I mean, I
heard it's gonna be the first Tomb Raider.
What do you mean it's
the first Tomb Raider that came out in 1995?
You mean the
first Tomb Raider
on the Dream? No,
it was
the Saturn.
No, it wasn't Saturn.
Yeah, it came out.
It was PC, Saturn, and PlayStation. All 3.
Well, it did come out on PlayStation until PlayStation was later. The Sega Saturn came out before the PlayStation.
Well, the PlayStation version looked better.
Yeah. Fuck. What was it?
Either way, the original one. Oh, you're gonna say something?
No. Everything they. Stranger Things season 3 is literally in production.
Already?
Yeah, it's in production. They're shooting.
Shit, Netflix don't fuck around.
They are shooting, and the cast just got a huge raise. Like all the people in the cast, they all got a huge raise. So that's good. Good for those kids. Those kids are awesome. Love them.
And please stay in school. No, seriously.
No,
I would hate them to be Drew Barrymore or, where they have fucked up childhoods and shit like that. These kids are great.
Yeah.
Parents for the Stranger Things, keep them in school. I really do.
Yeah.
It's important, bro. Yeah. It's important.
That's got to be crazy.
Have you seen pictures of Drew Barrymore drunk at 9 or something like that? That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, Say la vie. Go ahead. You had something.
Well, the last thing I wanted to talk about, which I'm wondering where we're headed with this, is PUBG and Fortnite are both in cell phones, though. They're both in cell phones. And this is the full... Listen, I know what you're saying, but it's sad when they're saying that the PUBG is better for cell phone.
It's bastardized.
Even George said he I mean, what I'm trying to say is this where we're headed?
It is where this is what I'm talking about it bastardizing.
Are we headed towards everything's coming on the cell phone?
Eventually. It's bastardizing the system. I mean, that's what it is. Don't get me wrong. Last year, 2017, and so many of my friends texted me memes and
About what?
just all kinds of stuff about just texted me all kinds of stuff about how so many people were saying the single player games are dead.
Oh, that's bullshit.
No, but last year proved that it wasn't dead. You know?
No, yeah, of course.
No, and I mean
then this year again, we're
no.
getting our single player games.
No. But games like Fortnite, PUBG, they're to me, they're the bane of my existence. At least with a division, I can play by myself if I want to. I don't need anybody. It's fun to play.
You can play, yeah, of course.
It's fun to play with others, but I can play by myself. Like that's the big thing. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will get it. I don't. I just don't. For fuck's sake, Grand Theft Auto Online. I don't even play with people. I tweak my PlayStation so that my router doesn't upload or download at a high enough speed to support other characters, so no one can fuck with me while I'm online. Like that's the extent I've gone to play by myself because I don't want to play with people. But the downloadable, the stuff that's in the online isn't in the full version.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't it? The stuff that's online isn't in the single player campaign.
It's not.
So I can't use it. So the only way I could do it is do that. And I just want to play by myself. Like I just want to get cool cars and tattoos for my character that I want to play with. I don't feel like driving around and just have some douchebag 12-year-old shooting me in the head while I'm on my motorcycle.
Is that what happens? Really?
Yeah, dude. And it
fucking sucks.
It does because I just want to play. Like I'm not for that. And I mean, I wish they would gear it better towards to have it where you can go into a friend like a PvE, like literally have it so that it is PvE, not PvP.
Like World of Warcraft.
I guess
you can play by yourself.
Can you?
Oh, yeah, you can play World of Warcraft by yourself.
Oh,
you can play the whole game by yourself.
I know that.
But when you do dungeons, is like you have to do it with other people.
Right.
But it's.
I mean, that's what the heists are.
Is that what they're called now?
I don't know.
Called. Either way, I don't even know how you got to that. I'm just saying, future-wise, do you think it's cell phones is going to be it? I mean, I heard the PUBG version is like the full fucking game.
I don't know, dude.
What the fuck is going on?
But I mean, it wasn't
so stupid.
It wasn't a good game graphically to
it's
begin
not
with.
A good, no, it's
graphically,
not.
And that's why the phone can support it.
But the big, there's not. I'm not. You're missing the point. What I'm saying is, when the big games like that are going for cell phones, you don't think it'll bring ideas to other companies, other than the PlayStation exclusives and stuff like that. You don't think that, for fuck's sake, even Nintendo,
dude,
I mean, this is it.
I don't care, man. Like,
I mean, you should care because this is where we're headed. Apple keeps on doing stronger and stronger phones.
Hashtag, console loyal, man.
I want to believe that the companies care about the loyalty. Do you think they care about the loyalty or they care about the money?
E3, I mean, I feel like E3 will show and prove what it can or cannot do. I mean, dude, games are in a weird state because a lot of people focus more on graphics than they do a quality game.
Well, I mean, obviously that's not true because if you're putting it in a cell phone, the graphics suck.
Yeah, no, but I mean, for a game to be quote unquote good, it's got to, the companies continue to go with graphics over actual game. I'm looking at you, Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I mean, it's true. I mean, it's dude, I'm not even lying. I would have taken MGS5 on PlayStation 3 with like a PlayStation 3 graphics, and I would have been completely content with that game, complete story. I don't need all the fancy graphics. Because Peace Walker is one of my favorite games. That was a PSP game. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I didn't have it on the PSP. I got the bundle. I got the collection for the PS3, and it came with it, and I loved it.
I just got Devil May Cry, the whole series, 1, 2, and 3.
You loved those games,
but the graphics are shitty as fuck, and
it's fun.
They're still fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's Resident Evil 2 is still, and I'll tell you Resident Evil 2. When was the last time you actually seen it running?
I've seen it probably 15 years.
Dude, I'm not lying when I say it. If you watch it, it's still good. It still looks good for a PlayStation 2 game. The cutscenes look like shit. But the actual game, the actual physical game, looks good for how old it is.
It's pretty old. 1997?
Yeah, I think I was still in Pittsburgh.
Jesus Christ. When is the remake coming out?
That will be an E3.
This one? Bro, if it's this one, I'll cry. I'll be that guy who screams and knocks shit off their bookshelves. I just made fun of those guys, and I probably would do that.
I think Borderlands 3 is still going to take it. Borderlands 3. But for me, it's Borderlands 3 Cyberpunk. Those are the two games that are probably going to want me. Other fact, I think we're a long time away from Cyberpunk because apparently Project Key just opened another studio to help them work on that game. So I don't think that game's coming out till.
I don't think so either. I
don't think that game's coming out till 2077. Jesus Christ.
It's a small team.
They apparently they bought and opened a brand new studio. So
probably to add more people.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's about it.
Is that it?
I don't have anything else to say.
I don't have anything else to say. Next week, check us out for the what's that app that we're on, or did you shut it off?
No, it's still on live.me.
What, the 6 people that are looking at us?
Now I have to edit that. Oh, 33 viewers.
33 viewers. Thank you for sticking with us in this ridiculous thing that we call Evil Metal Gamers Podcast. Next week, check us out. We'll be talking about Far Cry 5 if we can get a copy to rent.
I got to get on that, yeah.
Check us out on the Twitter.
Yo, my Winn-Dixie is closing down, so I got to find another red box.
Check us out on Twitter at Evil Metal Gamers.
Send us your emails at evilmetalgamers@gmail.com. You also have now
our Reddit.
So it is Reddit.
It's Reddit. Look, I don't speak like you speak.
I said Reddit before you corrected me.
No, you didn't say Reddit. You said something else with your accent.
What? Okay, whatever. Anyway, yes. I'm going to go in there and I'll put... I'll think of a topic and stuff like that and let people, whatever I feel the comments are the best, I'll put it in there. Some guys were being trolls.
Hey, I'll take it. I like the trolls. I think they're funny.
They can say whatever they want. I don't
Shout out to Mr. Tokyo. Just found out he's been with us day one.
Day one, bro. Downloaded everything. I wonder who that guy is.
He's awesome.
He's American.
Who knows, man? He might be some cool-ass Japanese dude.
It could be.
That'd be awesome.
But thank you so much for everything, guys. Thank you for the Twitter people who keep following us. Excuse me. We're getting, 160, 165 or something like that?
Something like that.
Every week we keep growing. We do this because we love it, and we love you guys too. Okay, that's it.
Love, peace, and happiness.